It's great to be in your backyard, Senator Alario, for this event. I know you're very proud of this, and we're happy to play such a critical role in the development of this park by the LSED. I want to give you, I'm Kyle France, I'm chair of the LSED. I want to give you a quick overview of what's going to happen at this site. Phase 1A of the complex will involve the entry drive, concrete parking, grass overflow and fire access, site amenities, fencing, bleachers for 3 fields, multi-purpose fields that'll be turf fields. So Senator, you don't have to worry about cutting the grass. We'll be good there. 2 restroom buildings and a concession building will be part of phase 1. And phase 2, 1B, we'll have an admin building, entry plaza and flag court, convenience concession building, 4th lit multi-purpose field with artificial turf, batting cages, outdoor dining area, maintenance building, wiffle ball field, accessible playground, and added parking. The contract began on May 10th, 2023, and it will run through May 11th, 2024. Right, Eileen?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Not one day. The total value of this contract is $20,560,000. The design team, engineering, is the Duplantis Group. Thank you guys for all the work you've done to this point and certainly moving forward. The project manager is Legends and Circular Consulting. I don't know if Brian Egan is here from Circular or anybody from Legends, but thank you guys as well. The contractor is Ratcliffe, and all the entire team is working well together. Before I move further along, I did want to recognize this day as Juneteenth Day. I think it's really appropriate and fitting that we're having this groundbreaking, Senator, in your backyard to bring people to the community, bring people together, bring young people together from all over the country. This will be a destination ballpark facility in the long run. You have to start somewhere, and obviously this is a great start, but we look forward to kind of building out as we go along. I do want to recognize some elected officials that are here. If I miss you, please don't hesitate to stand up and shout, but I know Dominic Impostata is here from the council. I know Scott Walker's here from the council. Is Byron Lee here? No? Okay, Byron Lee, staff person's here. Very good. Any other Mayor Billiot, Mayor, welcome. Glad to have you here. Mayor Kerner, good to see you. Good crowd. And Joe Marino, there you go. Yeah, I see you. There you go, Chief. Good, good. We got a good crowd here. Did any of y'all see the alligator on the road as you were coming up, like I did? It ran across. I almost hit it, but anyway. So today is a really big day here, as we've seen both at the TPC site when that was built, as we've seen at the Alario Center when that was built. All of these facilities has brought an added value to the West Bank of Jefferson Parish, none of which would have happened without the steady leadership of former Senator John Alario, who is also a colleague now of mine at the LSED. So, Senator Alario, why don't you come up and say a few words, if you don't mind.
Thank you so much, Kyle. You know, major projects like this aren't done by an individual. They're done by a whole group, a good team. In Jefferson Parish, we've got a great legislative delegation who looked after this project all the way through to make sure that we got the adequate funding. Matter of fact, they even added some extra funds during this last legislative session. So each and every one of those have been spearheading this project. Senator Connick in particular kept track of it in the Senate when the funds had to be added in that area, and so he's been real strong about it. I guess the guy that supported us from the very beginning, Governor John Bell Edwards, who couldn't be here today, but he just felt strongly about projects that help children and make life much better for families, and so we're grateful for what he did. Kyle France, chairman of LSED, and all the members of the LSED board have been very supportive. The staff from LSED, of course, worked very diligently to try to get this project all the way through. Jefferson Parish Council, glad Dominic and Scott are here, also representing the Jefferson Parish Council. They've been very supportive of the whole project. Jefferson Parish Recreation people worked with us all through this project, gave all kinds of input for the project, and just been terrific about it. Originally, C.J. Gibson, who was head of the Recreation, helped us along with it. Now, Ms. Guggenheimer has taken over and doing a tremendous job in looking after this project. There's some people, back then it was Representative Billiard, he's now Mayor Billiard. He was Mayor Billiard, Representative Billiard, now he's Mayor Billiard again. He passed a bill in the legislature to be able to name this facility after a living person. I'm so glad he didn't say I had to die to have this thing named after me in his legislation. And Mark Spears then was the councilman, passed that through the Jefferson Parish Council. We're very grateful for that legislation. I think I had to abstain when you passed that bill through the legislature to make sure there wasn't a conflict of interest on it, but I'm so very grateful that we had it. Today I've got several of my family members here. My wife, Trina, is here. We just had that marriage this June the 1st. She's here. My children, Jan, John, Chris, Kevin, and my stepson Eli is here with us. My brother Terry and niece Joyce is here also, so very happy to have all of them here. You know, this facility we believe is going to bring lots of people to visit Jefferson Parish. When you have traveling baseball, traveling soccer, the mother, the grandfather, the aunt, the uncle follow those teams. They'll stay in our hotels, they'll go to our restaurants, they'll play golf at TPC, they'll go on the tours here and go down to Lafitte. Representative Kerner, to those fine tours and fishing trips y'all offer down that way. So we think this is going to be a big advantage for Jefferson Parish and make quality of life so much better. The lessons I think children learn in participating in athletics help them a great deal through life, learning loyalty, learning sportsmanship, learning integrity, all the things that makes the quality of an individual. So we think contributing to children in any kind of way is a plus. Carla, thank you again for your leadership in LSED and our staff there for doing this great job. Thank you all for coming today.
Thank you, Senator. Always an eloquent statesman you are. Cynthia Shang, our parish president, could not be here today due to a family funeral that she's attending. Cynthia called me this morning. So we have Shireen here from the parish who would give those remarks. Shireen?
Good morning. Parish President Cynthia Lee Shang sends her regrets for being unable to be with us today, but I'm honored to represent her and to join LSED in breaking ground on the John Alario Jr. Sports Complex. We believe that this project will put Jefferson Parish on the map for sports tourism. And as the Senator said, that equates to families spending dollars in our hotels and in our restaurants, benefiting the entire parish. This complex, combined with LaSalle Park on the east bank and Parc des Familles on the west bank, will provide significant field space to attract regional tournaments to the parish. The complex will also be available to our local leagues and to our local teams, an added benefit to all of our Jefferson Parish athletes. Today's groundbreaking is a great example of our commitment to forging new partnerships and to setting us apart by reimagining recreation. We want to thank LSED for their partnership on this project as we take sports tourism to the next level in the parish. I'd also like to thank and recognize our JPRD Director, Mario Bazile, for his leadership and his vision in creating a next level Parks and Recreation Department. And I'd like to thank all of our Jefferson Parish departments who helped with today's groundbreaking. Parkways, General Services, Parks and Rec, Traffic Engineering, and of course our Public Information Office. Thank you.
to Shireen's point, I think this is a great example of what can happen when the local elected officials and the state officials work together. And I know from the state's perspective, as Senator Alario alluded to, Governor Edwards has been very, very supportive of this project all along. He's been very supportive of all that we do at the LSED with the dome renovations and all the other activities we have going on over there. So this is just another feather in the cap for the community from the state, and so we're very, very proud of that. I know Byron in here, but does the staff person have anything he'd like to say on behalf of the councilman whose district we're sitting in today? I know you got up early this morning to get ready for this, huh?
I did. First of all, the councilman is he wanted to be here, but something happened, life happened, and he couldn't make it. So I'm here representing him. He wanted me to say that he's excited about the economic impact that this facility and this is going to have on Jefferson Parish, and also more important, of the youth of Jefferson Parish and all around the nation. This it's going to have a big impact, and it's going to bring a lot of families together because a lot of things are going to be happening out here. And that's all I wanted to say, and thank you for having me.
Okay, I'd like to also recognize Doug Thornton from ASM. Doug, glad you can make it out this morning. I know you have a lot on your plate, and we appreciate all of your leadership that you provide both the LSED and this project team as we've gone through this process. So, without further ado, I guess we can do the shovels, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on up.
1, 2, 3.